Are electric cars better than gas cars? The market of gas cars is getting massively affected with recent advancements in electric vehicle technology. Thanks to a combination of improved battery technology, high-speed charging equipment, manufacturing economies of scale, and a wide range of EV companies, we've reached a point where it's right to say that electric cars are definitely the future of automotive industry. But what makes these electric cars better than gas cars? Watch the video till the end as we answer all your questions and why we think EV are better than gas cars. One of the most significant advantages of electric cars is the contribution they make to improving air quality in cities. Many places around the world continue to have dangerously high levels of air pollution. According to new World Health Organization data, 9 out of 10 people breathe air that contains significant levels of contaminants. Transportation is directly or indirectly responsible for nearly a quarter of all these greenhouse gas emissions in the United States. This statistic demonstrates that relying on fossil fuels has direct ramifications. Electric vehicles are more environmentally friendly. They produce fewer greenhouse emissions and air pollution than gasoline-powered vehicles. This includes their manufacturing as well as the electricity needed to keep them functioning. More and more electric vehicles will provide cleaner streets, making our cities and towns safer for walkers and bikers. Just one electric car on the road for a year can save an average of 1.5 million grams of CO2. Furthermore, pure electric automobiles produce no carbon dioxide emissions when driving because they do not have a tailpipe. This significantly minimizes air pollution. Fortunately, in the transportation sector, the shift to zero-emission technologies is already underway, offering cleaner air, a healthier environment, and long-term advantages for future generations. It is quite understandable that the energy used to manufacture an electric car accounts for more than a third of the car's total CO2 emissions over its lifespan. However, even after accounting for battery manufacturing, electric cars are still a more environmentally friendly option. This is due to the lower emissions produced over the vehicle's lifetime. The emissions produced during the production of an electric automobile are often higher than those produced during the production of a conventional car. This is related to the production of lithium-ion batteries, which are an important component of electric vehicles. The market for reusing and recycling batteries is also developing. Secondhand battery research is looking for ways to reuse batteries and new technologies, like electricity storage. In the near future, we might have batteries in our houses that we can use to store our own energy. This type of opportunity will help to lessen the battery industry's long-term environmental effect. Even with all this electricity generation, the carbon emissions of an electric car is 17 to 30% lower than those of a gasoline or diesel vehicle. But what about hybrid cars? Are they just as environmentally friendly? The answer to that is also pretty simple. During a drive, plug-in hybrids emit some pollutants by combining an electric motor with a regular gasoline engine. A hybrid's environmental credentials are determined by how much of the route is traveled on electric miles and how the vehicle is charged. This is why hybrid drivers should think about how their electricity is generated and choose a sustainable energy source to reduce emissions. What's interesting is that electric vehicles lack the vibrations, gear shifting, and sounds associated with internal combustion engines. They're quieter and provide smoother acceleration and deceleration. The lower center of gravity of electric vehicles also increases handling, responsiveness, and safety. Internal combustion engines cannot match the instant linear torque generated by electric motors. As a result, they easily outperform any gasoline-powered vehicle. Electric vehicles require less maintenance as they have fewer moving parts as compared to gasoline-powered vehicles. EVs do not need oil changes, gasoline filters, timing belts, and silencers. All of this add up to a large amount of time and money saved over time. Then there are the more expensive long-term maintenance items such as exhaust systems and timing belts. With the exception of brake pads, none of these components are seen in an electric vehicle. The EV's regenerative braking mechanism also saves money on brake pads. This method recharges the battery with the vehicle's kinetic energy, reducing the need for friction brakes. Brake pads should be replaced every 30,000 to 50,000 miles in a normal internal combustion vehicle. EV customers have reported driving their vehicles for well over 100,000 miles without needing to change the brake pads. According to the EPA, a 2019 Chevrolet Bolt EV requires 28 kilowatt hours of electricity to travel 100 miles. The Bolt will require 4,200 kilowatt hours to power if the owner travels 15,000 miles per year. The Chevy Bolt EV will cost $525 a year to fuel based on the average cost of electricity in the United States, which is 12.47 cents per kilowatt hour. Comparatively, the average new gas car sold in the United States today gets 24.7 miles to the gallon, and a gallon of gas costs $4.3 on average. Thus, driving 15,000 miles per year would cost around $2,611 in fuel costs, which is far more than what Bolt customers will pay to power their car for a year. Thousands of dollars have been saved over the course of several years of operation. Many people are also concerned about whether the current charging infrastructure is capable of supporting EVs. In truth, this question isn't as important as it appears, as most people drive between 40 and 90 kilometers each day, which means they may charge at home overnight instead of going to a public charging station. Furthermore, as the number of charging stations and acceptance of electric vehicles throughout the world grows, this problem will become less and less significant over time. Currently, many EV charging maps such as OpenChargeMap, PlugShare, ChargeMap, and even Google Maps show the available charging spots near you. Charging times have also improved dramatically in recent years as a result of technological advancements. A 22 kilowatt fast charger can currently charge a 30 kilowatt battery capacity in around 90 minutes. Furthermore, ultra-fast EV chargers with a capacity of 150 kilowatts or higher are also becoming available now, implying that you will soon be able to charge any EV in minutes rather than hours. Don't be put off by the fact that many of the electric vehicles available today have a greater starting cost than internal combustion engine automobiles. The reason behind that is the incentives from the federal and state governments, such as tax credits and refunds, which are helping to level the playing field. Check to see whether you qualify for any federal, state, or municipal electric car tax credits before purchasing an EV. Moreover, you can charge your car during off-peak hours to earn juice points or demand response incentives from your local utility. Electric vehicles are a better road forward, and both the federal and local governments want to provide as many incentives as possible to persuade people to make the move from gas cars to electric ones. Access to carpool lanes, reduced tolls, reserved parking, motor vehicle inspection exemption, and free public charging in specific regions are all additional electric car benefits. In 2021, the average sticker price of a new electric car was roughly $10,000 higher than the industry average. However, as the electric vehicle market is rapidly expanding, this price gap is projected to narrow significantly in the future years, as manufacturers develop more cheap versions and improve battery technology, which is the most expensive component of an electric vehicle. All of this demonstrates the fact that electric vehicles have a significant role to play in lowering transportation emissions and in improving the quality of traveling in the future. So, switching to your first electric car is the way to go if you want to have a good environmental effect and minimize your carbon footprint. Now that there are many electric car models to pick from, it's a good time to switch from a gas-powered vehicle to an electric vehicle. That's it from today's video. If you found this video helpful, then make sure to hit the like button, and make sure to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on any of the amazing and informative videos we have in store for you.